Welcome to our exploration of the 12 greatest universal spiritual laws that guide our existence and illuminate the path to enlightenment. Today, we dive deep into understanding these fundamental principles that govern the universe and how embracing them can profoundly transform our lives. The first law we will explore is the law of divine oneness. This law helps us understand that everything in our universe is connected to everything else. What we think, say, do, and believe will have a corresponding effect on others and the universe around us. I invite you to consider the implications of this interconnectedness. How might your thoughts and actions be influencing the world and the people around you? The realization that we are part of a vast, interconnected network can shift how we perceive our actions and their impacts. Moving deeper into the law of divine oneness, consider the ripple effect of a single action. Much like a stone thrown into a pond, every action you take sends ripples throughout the universe. This interconnectedness means that the choices we make not only affect our lives, but also have far-reaching consequences that touch the lives of others, even those we may never meet. Thus, living with mindfulness and compassion becomes not just a personal practice, but a global imperative. The second law is the law of vibration. This law states that everything in the universe moves, vibrates, and travels in circular patterns. The same principles of vibration in the physical world apply to our thoughts, feelings, desires, and wills in the etheric world. Each sound, thing, and even thought has its own vibrational frequency, unique unto itself. To understand the law of vibration, let's consider our emotional states. When we feel joy, we are vibrating at a higher frequency. And similarly, when we are feeling depressed or sad, our vibration lowers. Acknowledging this law can empower us to take control of our mental state by aligning our vibrations with frequencies of positivity and abundance. Continuing with the law of vibration, let's reflect on how we can consciously change our vibrational state. Techniques like meditation, mindfulness, affirmations, and even the music we listen to can help raise our vibrations. By choosing higher vibrational thoughts and actions, we set ourselves on a path to attract circumstances that resonate with these higher frequencies. Essentially, by changing our vibration, we begin to change our life's trajectory. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. The third law we will look into is the law of correspondence. This law maintains that the principles or laws of physics that explain the physical world, energy, light, vibration, and motion, have their corresponding principles in the etheric or universe. As above, so below, as below, so above. This ancient adage implies that the microcosm reflects the macrocosm, and what happens on a small scale reflects what happens on a grand scale. This law encourages us to look at our own lives as a reflection of what might be happening in the universe. If we experience chaos and confusion, there might be disarray within us that is manifesting externally. The law of correspondence teaches us that by harmonizing and balancing ourselves internally, we can bring peace and order to our external circumstances. Finally, let's reflect on the law of cause and effect, another fundamental spiritual law. This law states that nothing happens by chance or outside the universal laws. Every action has a reaction or consequence, and we reap what we sow. Thus, if we desire happiness, peace, love, and friendship, we must be prepared to act accordingly. This law makes us take responsibility for our lives. In your daily life, how often do you see the law of cause and effect play out? How does it make you feel to know that you can influence the outcomes of your life by your actions? This realization can be incredibly empowering or daunting, depending on the perspective you choose. As we conclude this first part of our journey into the universal spiritual laws, I encourage you to reflect on how these laws are already at play in your life. How might your increased awareness of these laws change how you live? This is just the beginning of our exploration. The subtle power of intention. Harnessing the law of attraction. As we delve further into the understanding of universal spiritual laws, our next focus is the law of attraction, a powerful force that governs our ability to manifest our deepest desires into reality. The law of attraction posits that like attracts like. Therefore, positive thoughts will attract positive outcomes, while negative thoughts will attract negative outcomes. This law empowers us to take control of our life's narrative through the power of our intentions. Let's take a moment to reflect on the energy we emit through our thoughts and feelings. Are they generally positive, filled with hope and gratitude, or do they veer towards negativity and despair? The energy we radiate is the energy we attract. This is not just philosophical, it's practical. By cultivating a mindset of abundance and positivity, we actively attract similar energies into our lives. The practice of gratitude is a powerful tool in harnessing the law of attraction. By appreciating what we already have, we set the stage for greater abundance. How often do you truly feel grateful for the small blessings in your life? The act of writing down things you are grateful for each day can shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. This shift in focus is not just about feeling better, it's about creating a vibrational match for abundance. Moving beyond gratitude, visualization is another potent technique to leverage the law of attraction. Imagine living your ideal life in vivid detail, the sensations, the emotions, the environment. This practice is not mere daydreaming, it is setting the blueprint for your subconscious mind to work on. The more real the visualization feels, the more powerful it is in attracting those experiences and realities. Now, let us consider the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, another fascinating principle. This law states that all persons have the power to change the conditions in their lives. Higher vibrations consume and transform lower ones. Thus, each of us can change the energies in our lives by understanding the universal laws and applying the principles in such a way as to effect change. How can we apply this law in everyday life? If you find yourself in a negative situation, you can choose to elevate your vibration through thoughts, music, affirmations, or even the people you surround yourself with. By changing your frequency, you're not just altering your emotional state, you are fundamentally changing your life circumstances over time. Next, we explore the law of compensation, which complements the law of attraction by promising that for every contribution, there will be a return. What you have received may not always come from the source where you have given, but the universe will compensate you in incredible ways. This law assures us that generosity and giving create a space for abundance. Reflect on the times you have given without expectation of return. How often has the universe surprised you with unexpected gifts, opportunities, or even relationships? This is the law of compensation at work. It encourages us not just to give, but to give with a generous heart, knowing that the universe is a generous giver. Lastly, in this segment, we examine the law of relativity. Each person receives a series of problems for the purpose of strengthening the light within. We must consider each of these tests to be a challenge and remain connected to our hearts when solving them. This law teaches us to put our problems into perspective. No matter how difficult our problems may seem, there is always someone facing tougher challenges. Thus, it becomes essential to view our struggles as opportunities for growth. How do you perceive your challenges? Are they obstacles or are they stepping stones? Changing our perception can change our reaction, and this shift in viewpoint can dramatically alter the outcomes. As we close this segment, I encourage you to reflect on how the law of attraction, along with the laws we discussed, are presently shaping your life. Are there areas where a shift in perspective or vibration could bring about transformative change? Navigating life's currents, embracing the laws of polarity and rhythm. As we venture further into our exploration of the universal spiritual laws, we now turn our attention to the law of polarity and the law of rhythm. These laws teach us about the dual nature of reality and the cycles that influence every aspect of our existence. Understanding and embracing these laws can significantly enhance our ability to navigate life's complexities with grace and wisdom. The law of polarity states that everything is on a continuum and has an opposite. We can transform negative thoughts by focusing on the opposite pole, which is positive. This law is evident in our everyday experiences. There is light and dark, success and failure, love and hate. Each state exists not to oppose the other, but to complement it, creating a balance that is essential for the universe's harmony. Think about how this law plays out in your life. When you face challenges or negative situations, can you identify the positive opposites? For instance, the frustration of a failed project is balanced by the lessons learned, which fuel future successes. By recognizing and focusing on these positives, you can maintain your emotional equilibrium and continue to move forward. Now let's consider the law of rhythm. This law states that everything vibrates and moves to certain rhythms. These rhythms establish seasons, cycles, stages of development, and patterns. Just as we experience high and low tides, life consists of cycles of success and failure, clarity and confusion, ascents and descents. Understanding the law of rhythm allows us to anticipate changes and prepare for them, rather than being caught off guard. When you are experiencing a peak, prepare for the inevitable trough. Conversely, when in a trough, remember that a peak is on its way. This perspective helps us to not get overly excited or depressed, but to stay centered and balanced through life's inevitable ups and downs. Consider how this rhythmic flow manifests in your personal life and professional endeavors. Can you identify any patterns or cycles? How might your awareness of these rhythms help you to plan better and react more effectively to changes? Next, we explore the law of cause and effect in greater depth. While we touched upon this law earlier, its implications are profound enough to warrant a closer examination. Every cause has its effect, every effect its cause. There is no such thing as chance. This law puts us in the driver's seat of our lives, reminding us that we are not powerless bystanders but active participants shaping our destinies through our choices. Reflect on a recent decision you made and its outcomes. Can you trace the effects back to their causes? How does understanding this connection empower you to make better choices in the future? Finally, in this part of our journey, we delve into the law of gender. This law states that everything has its masculine, yang, and feminine, yin principles, and these are the basis for all creation. We see this law manifested in the natural world and within ourselves. Balancing these energies is essential for achieving harmony and fulfillment. In your daily life, how balanced do you feel in terms of these energies? Are you able to harness the assertive, rational masculine energy as well as the nurturing, intuitive feminine energy? Achieving a balance between these energies is crucial not only for personal well-being but also for effective interaction with the world. As we conclude this part of our exploration, take a moment to reflect on how the laws of polarity and rhythm, along with the deeper understanding of cause and effect and gender, can provide you with tools to navigate life more effectively. These laws offer profound insights into the nature of our experiences and how we can maintain balance and harmony amidst the constant flux of life. Mastering the eternal dance, integrating the universal spiritual laws. In this final segment of our exploration into the universal spiritual laws, we aim to synthesize our understanding and consider practical ways to integrate these principles into our daily lives. Mastering these laws enables us to move fluidly with the currents of life, achieving greater peace, fulfillment, and purpose. The law of divine oneness, which serves as the foundation for all other laws, reminds us that everything in the universe is interconnected. Our thoughts, words, and actions affect not just our immediate environment, but also the wider cosmos. Reflecting on how your personal choices impact your community and the broader world can foster a more mindful approach to how you live and interact with others. Next, we explore the law of inspired action. This law emphasizes that action should not just be about motion, but about inspired motion that aligns with our deepest values and true selves. When actions are inspired rather than obligatory, the quality and effectiveness of our life experiences improve dramatically. The law of perfection teaches us that everything in the universe is perfect in its essence, serving the evolution of the universe and our personal growth. By recognizing the inherent perfection in all things, even in apparent chaos or disorder, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and acceptance. To effectively integrate these laws into our daily life, consider adopting some practical steps. Daily reflection on how these laws manifest in your life can provide valuable lessons and insights. Engaging in mindful meditation can deepen your connection to the universal consciousness, helping you stay centered and aligned with life's flow. Keeping a journal to record insights about the workings of these laws can become a powerful tool for personal growth. Teaching and sharing these insights with others not only deepens your own understanding, but also spreads awareness. Like any skill, mastery of these laws requires consistent practice. As we conclude this exploration, remember that these laws are not merely philosophical concepts, but practical tools that can guide you through life's ups and downs. They offer keys to a deeper understanding of the universe and our place within it. By embracing these laws, you enhance not only your own life, but also contribute positively to the world around you. Are you ready to fully embrace these laws and witness the transformation they can bring into your life and the lives of others around you?